Hi everyone, it's Anne from Curious Moon Design. Today I'm going to have a real arty day, so join me while I make some collage. Well, if you watched my last few videos, you'll know I've been tidying my craft room, and I came across these little bits of paper which I thought would make lovely little collages. And I'm going to pop some into the books that I've made on a previous video. So let's get started. Now if you watched my previous video, you'll know I made up these washes with using some ink that I have for my ink pen, and this is coffee just in water. So all I'm going to do, this piece of paper under here, just so I don't get it on the table, is just do a random paint in various areas, just to give a bit of background. So that's the blue, and then I folded this one so it fits my little booklets. So I'm just using the blue and the brown because I have it available and I don't really want to waste it. So we'll go on to the brown now. And I'll just fill in some of the spaces overlapping a little bit. Just being free and easy, and it's just a nice relaxing thing to do. And you can just put these away and we'll let them dry, put them away, and then they're available for some collage. Do large pieces. You could cut these in half, or in fact tear them up and use them for bits of collage. Okay, well I'll do a few more and then I'll put them away to dry, and I'll probably put them under some books just to flatten a bit, and I'll be back. Okay, well they're nicely flattened and they've come out, the wash goes a little bit paler, which is nice. So I've got lots of things to, I've got an old birthday card. I'm trying to pick out the blues and the browns, some fabric, old maps, music paper. I've got some brown paper and some blue card. So I'm going to go with a little bit of blue and beige and brown and then have a focal point. So I'll just play around here for the moment, but on this piece, see what we come up with. Got a little bit of brown paper, which I'll just, it's always worth just messing about and moving things around. This is some dictionary paper. Just got to be a bit careful about the words on the paper. And this is just some scraps I had around. And I'll put just some blue in, just to bring out the colour, and a focal point. I've cut this bird out of my plant and animals book, which has got lots of lovely images in, which I've shown you before. So I thought, because this is called, bird's called a blue throat, So because there's a bit of blue on there, I thought I might use him or her, and maybe got some odd numbers kicking around, might put a number on there or maybe a word. So that's all you need to do really, is just, I could put that under there. There's just no right or wrong way to do this. It's just what's pleasing to your eye. So I'm going to stick those down, and I'll do a couple more, and then I'll come back and show you what they look like. Okay, well, I've managed to do 3 in that time, and you may wonder why I don't keep the camera on, but it does take me a long time moving things around, and sometimes I go away for a little while and come back just to make sure I'm happy with it. So this one, I ended up putting a little bit of colour underneath the bird just so it stood out a bit more. It didn't stand out quite so well against the paper there, and I added a number. I think that looks rather nice. And then I found a lovely squirrel in my book, and I had this written paper quote, "Time to gather," in my stash, so I've popped that on there. And then on this little one, I've added one of the butterflies I made last week. So I think that looks rather nice on the little one. And these will go in my little journals that I made last week, or the week before last. So they'll fit in there quite nicely. So I've got quite a few left over, and I'll just keep those in my stash just so that I've got a bit of backing when I want to do another collage. And I'll do a few more with different colours, some greys and yellow and some pinks as well. It's always nice to have a few colours available, but they do make a rather lovely feature in your journal. And those of you that follow me know that I've made this journal out of envelopes and tea stained papers. I'm thinking I might put one of these inside. I haven't started on this yet, but I think that would go rather nice in that old journal. So I'll look at that, maybe stick that in there. I've made rather lovely sort of simple collages. I mean, you could always add to these, you could put some stitching in, and some more features, but I rather like the simple look of these. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. And if you did, please press the subscribe button and the like button, and do come back when we'll be doing some more paper crafting sewing. Bye for now.